Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Man Evolved on this beautiful Monday morning. Today's topic will be a very interesting one, which relates to a photograph on Twitter where a morbidly obese woman was doing some kind of weird yoga pose, and she kind of had her arm down and her legs spread. She's like holding her body up. And the point was for her to show how in shape she is, even though she was morbidly obese, like 3 bills or more. I mean, she was huge. She had big fat rolls on her legs. And the suggestion that you can be that big and healthy is just, it's mind boggling to me that they can say that. And the perfect word for this, which was as a MGTOW, is my favorite word. My favorite acronym is BBW, or Big Beautiful Woman. This is a self-esteem movement, part of the self-esteem movement geared only towards women in order to enhance their self-esteem and to show the world that even though you're big and fat, you can be healthy and beautiful and desirable. And if, as a man, you do not find that attractive, well, guess what? That's your fault, right? It's not her fault that she lives an unhealthy lifestyle. No, 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 no. It's you. There's nothing wrong with her and her 400 pounds of fat. It's you, guys. It's you. And I wouldn't have as much problem with all this nonsense if these kind of standards and were applied to men, which of course they're not. You're never going to hear big handsome man or some kind of acronym that means the same thing as BBW. You're not going to hear it. So all this does is enhances the self-esteem of women who otherwise would not be desirable. And still, they aren't desirable to a lot of men. Some of them, yes. But most men aren't looking for that. They're looking for the average built woman. And the defense often turns out to be, well, you just want a toothpick. Or you just want a Barbie doll or something to that effect. Which is nonsense. We want healthy, normal women. That's what most men find attractive, ladies. I'm sorry. It's just the way the world is. But this is just another frustration in the dating world, which continues to solidify for me why I'm a MGTOW. Because what turns out is these gross women end up having the same self-esteem and the same standards as the attractive women, and it's just it's exhausting. They got this big laundry list of requirements, and if you don't meet these standards, well, you're not going to be able to feel my fat rolls. I mean, it's just oh, it's exhausting. And the other word that they like to use, their other favorite word, is curvy. Curvy basically in all reality means anything that a woman wants it to mean, other than if they're thin or athletic. Otherwise, you're curvy. Now, that may mean you're 20 pounds overweight. It may mean you're 100 pounds. Curvy, curvy, curvy. Go to Craigslist and search for women seeking men, and you'll see curvy on pretty much everything. But it means anything they want it to mean, but it almost always means they're fat. I mean, in all reality, that's what it means. And this just, as a MGTOW, what do I think about this? Well, it's another reason to stay away, because these women, especially a lot of these morbidly obese women, just stay away. You're not attracted to them, and they got these requirements, and then they wonder why they're single. And what women are taught is that it's not their fault for being massive. It's the man's fault for not finding that physically attractive. You know, when women have these laundry list of requirements, they say, excuse me for having standards. And when men have requirements, we're just being pig-headed. I mean, isn't that the biggest bunch of bullshit you've ever heard? Men aren't allowed to have standards, according to these women. But women, you're allowed to have a laundry list a mile long of things that he has to be or have or believe in. And that's just you having your standards. Well, then, ladies, this is our standards. We don't like fat women. A lot of us don't. And, or you're accused of fat shaming or being pigged. You just want a Barbie doll. No, but bullshit, ladies. Men are allowed to have standards, just like you. And even though ours aren't a mile long, we still have some standards. And if you don't meet those standards, we're not being pig-headed. We're just not interested. But that's what you'll hear. You're just being a pig. But when a woman has standards, it's just me having standards. Excuse me for having standards. That it's nonsense. And a manifestation of this is this TLC show called what's it called? My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Right? This woman who's just really really fat. Her pant size is 5X, and those stretchy pants that they wear, it's just... And the whole point of the show is how fabulous her life is. Her dating, she gets a job, she goes on a date, this, that, and the other. And, I mean, she's a few pounds away from being one of those... The other shows on TLC, I'm too fat, I'm about to die. One of those type of shows. She's like... I don't know, a year or two of weight gain away from that kind of fat. I mean, she's huge. And so it's just encouraging women that no matter what they are, no matter how unhealthy you are, that you're sexy. But trust me, men are not taught that. Okay? We're not. Especially if you're 300 pounds or more and you're a dude, you're not taught that you're big and handsome or you deserve the same respect as healthy men or the same quality partners out there. You're not taught that. That's bullshit. This is all, quite frankly, a left of center self-esteem movement geared towards women. And then these women wonder why they're single. Okay? There's really not enough time to talk about this, but it's just outrageous the way this world works. As if because you can do some yoga or you're reasonably athletic that you won't have diabetes or you won't get heart disease. No, they're going to. Trust me. Many of these women that say they're big, beautiful women, they're going to have severe health problems. 20 years from now, 15, 25 years from now, they're going to have problems. And I do not want to be married to that when I see hospital bills and doctor visits constantly so they can manage their diabetes. Okay? I mean, I know this kind of takes the romance part out of dating. But it's just, it's dollars and cents. It's expensive. The fatter you are, you're going to have to see the doctor more, and it's just going to be a huge mess. So, let me know what you guys think about this. Comment below, talk to each other. I might read your comments, I might not, I'm not sure. I don't have time to read everything. But thank you for listening, guys. I appreciate it. And tune in tomorrow, where I'll be reading some hilarious Craigslist ads from women seeking men and their requirements. And it's hysterical. I mean, it's entertaining to see what these Craigslist women require of us guys to date them. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it.